Hey, welcome back to another video. This one's a little bit different. I recently reached 500 subscribers. Yay! So I thought that I would do a bit of a Q&A video because I do regularly get questions sort of here and there. So I thought I would put out a couple of posts and put them all together and yeah, just have a chat and answer some questions. I've got Sam with me today. So we're going to do a bit of a back and forth. She's going to ask me questions and we're just going to have a chat. We've also got Nugget with us because he's a needy little boy and cannot be on his own for more than 5 minutes if we're both in here. So yeah, let's get to questions.
So question one is, what made you decide to start your own business?
Okay. I don't want to say necessity, because that makes it sound really. So I have a lot of health stuff, and when that got bad, it got to the point that I couldn't work anymore. I couldn't continue with my traditional job, and I did have a couple of months, I think, where I was a little mopey. And yeah, but my brain, I'm not that person. I don't want to be that person. And sewing has always been an outlet for me. I'd always done various bits of creative crafts and stuff. So I just started making something. It started off making palm protectors, because for those of you that don't know, my fingers are locked. I don't have these for my fingers. They used to be much, much tighter, and so I would have to wear special gloves so that I didn't get my fingernails cutting in and all that sort of stuff. So I started making those, and it just kind of progressed, snowballed, spiraled. I started making bags, and then my sister asked me to make a couple of bags for her friends. She offered to pay me, and Iris inspired. Basically, I just kind of stumbled into it out of just having to keep my mind occupied so that I didn't dwell all of those sort of things. I think that's kind of most of it.
Yeah, I would say it's pretty accurate.
And then I just kept my little ADHD brain was like, oh, that's interesting, and it's just kind of grown and grown and grown and become its own. Yes, I used to be in a corner of our living room. It then became half of our living room, and now it is pretty much the entirety of our spare bedroom.
Other than this bed.
All that's left is this bed, which is, it was supposed to be for obviously when people came to stay. And then if I had a bit of a wobble or something, needed to have a lie down, it was convenient. But more than anything, it has become Nugget's dog bed so that he can sit with me while I'm sewing. But yeah, so Iris inspired HQ.
Which kind of leads nicely on to the next question. What's wrong with you? Probably not phrased that way. Probably like, what's wrong with you? Yeah, like, what's going on? What conditions have you got? But in my mind, it's what's wrong with you?
So many things. Cliff Notes version. I have something called functional neurological disorder, or FND, and it's basically if you think of your brain like a computer system, rather than like a hardware problem, which would be like damage or tumours or something physical, I have a software problem in that everything in my brain looks okay, but it just doesn't communicate with the rest of my body.
And too many tabs open.
There's always too many tabs open. Always too many tabs open, and just the signals between my brain and the rest of my body just get lost, disrupted, aren't there in the first place, so it can affect pretty much anything. Obviously, primarily, it's affecting my hands. And my brain has basically just forgotten that my fingers are a single entity, and so doesn't quite know how to use them anymore. I am working on it. I was having physio for a long time. I've actually stepped away from physio now because it's more of just a try and remind your brain that they're there regularly sort of thing now. Then what else? Seizures. I have seizures periodically. I have their sort of absences and sort of full on seizure robots.
They're non-epileptic.
Non-epileptic, yeah. So they're not epileptic. They're not dangerous to me as long as I'm in a safe space, and that's when Nugget comes in. He lets me know. Sam, if she's around, does also recognise sort of signs and symptoms. And I just lay down. I let it pass. I used to try and fight them, but that's
very bad.
Yeah, it just never worked out well for anyone. But yeah, I'm also autistic, recently diagnosed. Although not so recently anymore. It's been a while. But that was a real high point for me. It made everything make sense. It made my whole life make sense. I have fibromyalgia, migraines, low blood pressure, I'm hypermobile. Probably a bunch of other stuff that I forget.
Get the scroll.
Yes. And it bounced across the floor. When I went to the hospital, they asked me, and I was like, oh God.
I'm going to need more paper.
Yes. I couldn't fit it in the little box. But yeah, that is the cliff notes of what's wrong with me. Plus, there's probably just something fundamentally psychologically wrong with me.
Yeah.
I'm just a little goblin.
Just a little kooky, ain't you?
Yeah, don't agree so readily. You're
Oh,
supposed
sorry.
to say no.
No.
Hey, editing me. I'm just editing together the Q&A video, and I realised that somehow we managed to skip over what, to me, is the most important question. But also you guys, because I think 2 or 3 of you asked this question. So, where did I get my business name? Iris inspired. Short answer, my nana. She was Iris, and she inspired all things creative in me. Bit of a longer answer is she was just this amazing bundle of creative energy. She would always have a new craft she was trying, a new project on the go. She would flip between them. And every time I would see her, she would have something new for me to try. And it just inspired this love of creating, of trying new things. And she is just a wonderful human, and someone that I look up to and want to emulate and put that energy out into the world and inspire others. Side note, I'm so excited for my little nieces to get old enough for me to start doing all of these projects with them, and sort of keep that going and pass that on. But yeah, she taught me to sew on this tiny little like kids travel sewing machine in a caravan in a field in the middle of nowhere. And then I found this love. I made this this top, and she then for Christmas, between her and my parents, got me a full-size sewing machine, which is still the sewing machine I use today. It has kept going. And I did some sewing then, and I did sort of teach myself, and with her help and troubleshoot and stuff. But for whatever reason, life happened. I stopped doing that, and it was about maybe 10 years, and she passed away, and I inherited her overlocker sewing machine. And at that point, I was lost. I was in a bit of a low point, and yeah, it just... I set myself this New Year's resolution that I was going to teach myself to sew again. I was not going to buy any clothing for a whole year. Anything I needed, I was going to make. I was going to watch YouTube tutorials. I was going to learn how to do it. So I sewed underwear, I sewed dresses, I sewed leggings, I sewed a coat, like a full coat, and just fell in love. And that then rolled and rolled and rolled, and yeah, I think that was about 8 years ago now. and I've just never stopped. I fell in love with it, and yeah. The rest, as they say, is history. And you'll come to know a bit more of that story and how I got sewing, and how I was starting bags and that sort of stuff a bit later. But yeah. Also, fun fact, this is not the first iteration of Iris Inspired. I did have Iris Inspired where I was doing crochet items and making baby security blankets and rattles and toys. I think I did 2 markets. I sold on Etsy. I think I did quite good on Etsy considering I had no idea what I was doing. And that was sort of just coming out of uni that I did that. And that kind of fizzled off, life, jobs, etc. And it just felt right to bring that back and continue honouring my nan in that way. So yeah. I am trying to keep this as concise and keep emotion out of it because, as I say, it was a big loss in my life when we lost her. She's an amazing human, and I just love that I can honour her, and I like to think that she, in some way, some part, knows that I'm doing this and is proud of what I'm doing. And yeah, so Iris Inspired means everything to me in so many ways. But yeah, I hope that answers the question, and we'll get back to the proper questions. I'll see you in a bit.
And on to a fun little question. What's your favourite dinosaur?
On the post I did say, ask me anything, including what's my favourite dinosaur. So, my favourite dinosaur...
Chicken nuggets. No, not enough for you.
Favourite dinosaur. My brain instantly goes, I am a Stegosaurus. My favourite dinosaur is a Diplodocus, the long necks. But on the little skateboard, it is a Diplodocus, isn't it? If I'm remembering correctly. He says he's a Stegosaurus, but he's actually a little long neck.
He's not on a skateboard.
Is he not on a skateboard?
No, he just stomps on people.
Oh.
And then yells, I am a Stegosaurus, when he's not.
My brain thought he was on a skateboard.
No, that's the cow.
Oh.
This is going to make no sense to most people.
If you know, you know.
Oh, yeah.
But yes, I like Diplodocus. That is my favourite dinosaur. What's yours?
Pterodactyl.
Pterodactyl.
Because the P is silent.
Or Dino Nugs. I have a lot of Dino Nugs now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because they're basically
Dino
turkey
nugs.
or chicken nuggets.
Yeah.
What is the favourite item that you make?
Favourite item I make? Probably the most recent thing I've made.
Yeah,
That's usually my favourite. In general, favourite collection. I love the disability range that I'm doing. I'm always trying to grow it and try to add to it. So people come to me and sort of they have a need and see if I can sort of do something to help. So I've done a couple of wheelchair caddies now. That was originally a request. I've also done folding walking stick bags because someone reached out to me and asked if that was something I could do. Blue badge covers, all of those sort of things are things people have requested. And then I am basically just trying to help people reclaim medical aids because they are horrible, boring. Most of them are this horrible NHS beige colour. And I just think if you're going to use them, they should be an extra way to express yourself. It's something that's important to me, and therefore, yeah, it just makes me happy. That's what I'm most proud of. That's what I like doing the most.
Okay.
That was actually a good proper answer.
It was.
Get me.
Without distractions. Hey, Pops. On average, how many products do you make per month?
Okay, I did actually research this. For the most part, I tried not to think about these questions and just put them down, give them to Sam. But this one I had to research because I had no idea. I have no idea how many products I make a month.
Yes.
I have no idea.
Lots.
I do know what the next question is, though, because as I say, I had to do research. So I'm going to guess it balances with the next question because I try and keep a regular amount in stock.
Let's do a 2 for 1. So,
Okay.
following on from, on average, how many products do you make per month? How many do you sell per month?
There we go.
Kind of the same question, just a roundabout way of doing it.
I was going to say, I try to keep roughly the same amount of stock in stock. So I did research and I really, really surprised myself and feel ridiculously grateful and honoured. But last year as a sample, I sold a total of 940 items in 2025. Most of those are like little phone grips, they're little key rings, pocket card holders, pop fans. I sold 100 pop fans last year. Or 99. I sold 99 pop fans last year.
So close.
Which, yeah, I kind of wish I had that extra one. But, yeah, so that averages down to, if I remember correctly, 73.3 products a month. Which...
quite a lot.
I will say, some of those months I sold like 5 items, and other months I sold a lot more. So that is just an average. But like, you guys, I seriously love you all because that is ridiculous, and I never thought that I would get to that point.
You did.
That's really, that's really nice. That's
People
really
love
good.
your stuff. It's good stuff. What do you find most challenging?
What do I find most challenging?
Mm-hmm.
Is this product or is this life? Is this sewing?
I don't know. You could do a bit on all.
Oh.
So let's start with business.
Business.
We're talking about business.
Finances. I hate it. Taxes.
Maths.
We are recording this on the 6th of April?
Yes.
So the tax year has literally just finished. And I'm ready to cry. I have done much better this year. I have a whole spreadsheet and I've done so much better. So it should be easier. But that is 100% the worst part. And the bit I find most difficult, just motivating myself.
Okay. What do you find the most challenging when it comes to sewing?
Sewing?
Like, in the whole scheme of actually making a product, which bit do you find the hardest to do?
Making decisions. Like narrowing down what fabrics I'm going to do, what pattern I'm going to do. I'm so indecisive. And I will regularly take photos of 5 prints and send them, going, which one should I do? And then I'll have all the loads of lining colours and loads of coordinate fabrics, and sending pictures to Sam, my friend, my sister, and make decisions for me.
Sounds familiar.
Because I can't. That is definitely the hardest bit. Is that a good scratch? I used to find it really difficult to cut out the small intricate bits by hand, especially with my hands as they are. But I did invest in a Cricut, which has made things infinitely easier. And yeah, turning out is probably the hardest thing now. It's really hard on my hands, like birthing a bag through that little turning hole.
I almost sounded like you said burping then. Birthing.
Yeah, that's probably what I find most physically difficult now.
Okay, and I mean, we could go with general life, but that could be quite a long list.
Yes, yeah, that one's probably a little bit emotionally fraught, shall we say?
Let's move on.
Yes, moving on.
How long have you had Nugget?
This baby? How long have we had this baby now?
Well, we got him when he was 6.
Yeah.
And he's now 11,
8, 9,
so
10,
it's 5 years.
5 years?
What?
We had you for 5 years?
What?
Have we? And he is the best boy. He's the best boy. And he is my official support animal.
Yes.
Because he is a certified good boy.
When he's not beating me up.
And as I mentioned before, he alerts to seizures. He
comes and gets me as well.
Yes, he alerts me to seizures and then alerts Sam to them. He will hold me up when I'm down. If I'm having a seizure and it's just me and him, he'll lie across my chest and give me like compression and reassurance and just cuddles and support. He also positions himself, like if I'm on this bed, he'll position himself up against the edge so that I don't fall off. He has been hit and kicked during seizures, and he just stays because he knows that it's not angry. He's just the best little boy, and he had such a hard start to his life, and he is probably one of the main reasons I'm still here. Like, my hands went not long at all after we got him.
About 4 months, I think it was.
No, it was more weeks. It was like, or about a month.
So somewhere probably in between.
Yeah.
There. Yeah. Hard to gauge. All those days kind of blurred together.
And training him and looking after him was my...
It's therapy, wasn't it?
Yeah. Yeah. And yeah, we've come a long way together, Bobba, haven't we?
With all the grey hairs on both of you.
Yes. Yeah. But you're the best, baby, and I love you. Yes, I do. You're a reactive little idiot sometimes, but I love you.
Okay. We should probably stop gushing about Nugget, otherwise we won't stop.
Yeah.
What has been the most rewarding thing about running your own business?
Probably the messages that I get from people. I try to lay myself out pretty bare, I guess, and try to be really open about health, disabilities.
Oh, Jesus. That is not what I meant. Lay down. You mad little thing. Never work with animals or children.
Most rewarding thing. Yeah, I try to put the whole of myself out there, and be as open with everyone as possible. And it's scary sometimes, but I get people messaging me and basically saying thank you, and saying that they have their own health struggles, or that they've got this or that, and just hearing me talk about it has really helped them. I share a lot of pride items and trans rights and human rights stuff, and I just get messages from people saying thank you for being an ally, thank you for sharing, thank you for drawing awareness. And I know I've said it a few different times, but I got a lovely handmade book that I was gifted, and I really want to print out all of those lovely things and put them in that book, so when I have those bad days, those low days where I question myself and my abilities and all of that, I can just look at this little book of happiness, because it really is the best thing that I've had about running this. That and the coven boxes. I'm so proud of the coven boxes. But yeah.
Down to the last official question.
Okay.
Will you do an Itterbag tutorial?
This is the question I get most.
I was going to say, quite a few people ask this.
So my biggest, most watched video that I have on YouTube is a short under a minute long of me quickly sewing through an Itterbag. And I get so many people go, can you do a full tutorial? Can you do a full tutorial? I think this video is like 2 years old now. And I've always said, like, no, I don't do tutorials. But on my desk at the moment, I've been cutting out a new Itterbag, and I am going to try, not a tutorial, but I'm going to do like this is how I do it. I do not do it the right way. I'm sure there are better ways, but this is how I do it. So yes, that is coming. I don't know when it will be out. Because I need to actually finish sewing it. Don't show the people your butt.
No damn post.
People don't want to see it. It's not that kind of channel. So yes, I don't know when that's going to be coming out, but it will be coming at some point in the future.
Bonus question, which I think someone may have got the wrong end of the stick. How many piercings do you have now?
That was my mum. When I told my mum I was doing this, she had her own question. And yes, she asked how many piercings I have now because she noticed that I got another one. So I have 3 in my lobes. So that's 6. Got Dave. I've got Conch. And I've got Helix. So how many was that? 6, 7, 8, 9. 9. I have 9. And I will be getting more. So get ready to be disappointed, Mum. But yes, also on the note of disappointing my mother, I have 2 tattoos as well.
Yeah.
So.
With the 3rd one planned. 4th.
Yes.
4th.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I have plans.
4th.
It's somewhat addictive.
Yeah.
Yeah. I blame you.
It's not my fault.
She probably blames you too.
She probably does.
I think, are we done now? Is that all of them?
That was all the questions.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think we did okay. I think we did okay.
Someone
else.
Somebody was being a little drama queen. Weren't you a little drama queen?
But no. Yeah. I hope you've enjoyed a random little chat. I hope I've answered questions. If you've got any other questions, pop them in the comments. And I'll do my best to. If we've got a load, I'll do a second Q&A at some point. But if it's just 1 or 2, I'll do my best to answer in the comments. And yeah, I hope you've enjoyed a little glimpse into our little family. And yeah, thank you so much for being here. It really, really means the world to me. As I say, thank you, because there's over 500 of you now, and yeah, I can't believe it. Thank you to new people that click on this video, to people that come back week after week and support me. I see you, I know you're there, and I love all of you, and I'll see you next week. Bye. You can stop now. Yeah, I can't do my normal thing. Hey. Oh my god. It's even, I don't know what to do with you here. I feel so self-conscious now.
It's fine.
Today, and Nugget, of course, because he couldn't be left out. Or apparently he can. Q&A, questions, conversations. Nugget.
Never film with children or animals. That's why.
I don't even. I thought that I did quite good on that one. I don't even remember it.
Till he's licking his butt.
Did you just fart as well? Thought I would do something a little bit different this week. I recently reached. Every time I do okay, he decides to lick his butt.
Behave.
There's just going to be outtakes of purely me talking.
Stop licking your butt.
I'm not going to lick his butt. So I thought I would do a bit of a Q&A. I get questions to myself. He's kicking me in the dummy. Okay, if you're going to be part of this, you need to be a good boy. And that does not involve kicking me in the dummy. Nugget. Ground rules.
No
licking butts. You look way too hyper, baby. That is the face of someone that's going to cause problems. I've forgotten what I was saying.
What do you find most challenging?
I don't know if the camera just picked that up.
Is it the nuggy farts? Is it the nuggy farts? That was a long one.
It really was. I don't know if the camera would have even picked that up.
Well, you've drawn attention to it now.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I tried to be quite open Oh, where are we going? We going now?
Good enough. You had
Yeah.
your moment.
Yeah, you heard us gush and then you're like, got what I came for.
Slowest exit ever.
Right, do you want to ask that question again?